say a couple of things about Mr. Pelzer. He not only was the 2005 National Jefferson Award recipient for community service, but his very first book, A Child Called It, went right onto the New York Times bestseller list, and indeed has been on that bestseller list for the last 6 years. Quite unheard of. He is also the first author to have had 4 books on the bestseller list simultaneously. Again, quite a distinction. So the man, Once a Child Called It, who offers encouragement, insight, and hope. Here's Dave Pelzer.
All right. Hi, folks. How the heck are you? I'm a little overwhelmed, a little nervous. I just came from Louisiana a couple days ago. Boy, talk about the fit hitting the shan. Am I right about that? Man. And then I get a call from the governor's office. He says, I'm thinking about running for master of the universe. I need your undivided support. I'm going, Arnold, we got to work on vernacular. Vernacular. Schwarzenegger thinks he's master of the universe. He can find bin Laden. I will not deploy the Hollywood crowd of Bruce Willis or Jackie Chan, but the ultimate American weapon. Lisa Givens, yeah. Oh, man. I just want to thank you for taking time from your busy schedules to fly, to drive, to spend a few minutes here with us. I know you know the story per se, and I think there's a lot of words out there in our culture, but there's not a lot of words about duty and honor, resilience, accountability, and responsibility. And this is such an honor for me. I tried to be good at the White House today. I promised myself I wouldn't eat. Right up until the moment I had grits in the White House, it got stuck in my teeth, and right behind me is Mrs. Bush. How you doing, ma'am? Because you know what's amazing? There's a line that says, man will plan, but God will laugh. It was here a few years ago that 3 men visited the president, and the president asked a vital question. How did you survive in space with no food, water, oxygen? Apollo 13 commander, how did you survive? And he says, well, you know, in the course of a life, one never knows what events may transpire. Does this make sense? I've never, you know this, and sometimes the press just doesn't want to get it. I have never been about child abuse. Now, I'm the Jack Bauer of child abuse prevention, that's for sure. But bottom line, I've always been about resilience, responsibility with a quiet sense of honor. A lot of people right now are looking for someone to maybe save them. But spending 2 weeks in Louisiana, you know what really saved these people? Themselves. Self-reliance. It's amazing. I was saved, as you know, by 4 teachers, a nurse, and a reluctant principal. At age 12, when I was finally rescued, when people from my community intervened, I weighed 68 pounds. A couple years later, I'm in foster care, and for my young adults, I want you to pay attention. If you're under the age of 25, you're a young adult to me. So for the next 10, 20 minutes, I'm the Uncle Dave. You will listen. Young adults, you get so many forks in the road. And I'm going to teach you the F word right now. Focus. Where are you at in your life? Where do you intend to go, and how do you intend to make it happen? Forks in the road for young adults. I'm 14, and this doctor, psychiatrist, he reminded me of Doc Brown from Back to the Future. I've examined many children. I've never seen a case so traumatic as Mr. Pelzer. Look at him. He can't even talk. He can't pronounce a single word. He can't tie his shoes because working with the chemicals for all those years, he has no coordination. The abuse was so traumatic, he'll never adjust within the confines of normal society. And people actually started to clap, especially when he added the caveat, I predict as the doctor, at age 18, death or prison for Mr. Pelzer. And my social worker was with me on one side, my foster mother on the other, and that's when it became crystal clear when they said, David, if you can survive all that you did without any help, without any professional training, without a college degree, without Phil Jackson from the LA Lakers giving you play-by-play, son, what can you not achieve? Does this make sense? You see? Everybody has problems. People divorce. Someone dies of cancer. we are attacked as a nation. And I do believe, like Rudy Giuliani once said, I think he said this about a year after 9/11. I think it was the year after 9/11, when Captain Courageous said, maybe 9/11 can be a positive experience for our nation because it's the first day that America woke up to its own reality. And because of 9/11, we're just a little bit more concerned about our values. Our biggest value is, of course, children, family, safety, and security. We appreciate the armed forces a lot more. If you look at your history, Time Gallup poll of December 1999 said, what was the one event that changed the course of the century? Was it penicillin? Landing a man on the moon? 83% responded the fact that the armed forces defeated the Axis powers. Does that make sense? But yet, for the first and only time, were the men and women of the armed forces on the cover of Time magazine last January as Person of the Year. They're not doing anything different. God bless them. But now we respect them more. I am very proud to state that in my free time, I'm on the road this year 330 days. My average workday this year is 16.8 hours. And during my free time, I'm proud to say I visit a lot of the members of the armed forces. I do comedy and counseling. And just do me one favor and no noise.